Evening guys, welcome to 2022. We find ourselves in the second month in February. First YouTube back, probably going to be a little bit rusty, but yes, we've got something to talk about tonight. I'm going to walk you through some of my latest pairs of cool shades. So we've got some really cool sunglasses tonight. A couple I've been gifted and a couple I've found in Edinburgh. The recent couple of trips I've been making to Edinburgh, we've been looking at vintage shops, me and Louisa, and I've come across some very cool shades. I've written the blog, there is a blog, but I ain't got any photos just yet, so I don't want to be one of those boring blogs where it's just literally just sunglasses basically of my face in a pair of sunglasses. I've got some nice ones, they're tasty, but I want to dress up a little bit. But we got the Scottish weather we're dealing with here up in Glasgow, and it ain't very good. It's been horrible, raining, wet. It's been like that for literally weeks. But yeah, like I've done, let's have a little catch up since this is the first one of the year. I've done a couple, when I say a couple, I've done one project for a local Glaswegian fashion brand, so it's menswear. It's not obviously like your classic get up. It's a little bit more sort of, it's all based around like the shipyard's workwear, working men's sort of like really cool, like well-made jackets. Some of materials which are based in Scotland, made in Portugal. Really cool brand. I've been working with them, which has been really nice. It's been nice to film some different clothing as well, and a couple of cool films of them you might have seen across on my Instagram, which I've posted a little slower, a little bit more like it was sort of up on the moors of Glasgow, and it was just the wind, and there was this black coat which the model Aidan was wearing. It just looked really cool. I've edited it to my style when I post it across on my Instagram, but obviously the edit I've done for them is slightly different, because obviously every brand has a look and appearance they want to keep up, and obviously they're not all rock and roll. But yeah, I like to change it. I like to like do little different things every now and again, just to like basically to tell other people I can, rather than just a certain signature black and white style. But yeah, what much has changed around here? I mean, this is a new edition from my sister for Christmas. Yet to have a plant in it, but yeah, that's the only thing that's changed in the old general little atmosphere you can see. But yeah, Christmas was really cool. I was very lucky. Food was spot on, and like I got a couple of cool gadgets, as it were. I got a nice drone, so hopefully you'll be able to see some drone footage. I'm trying to think of a really cool way, I've still not thought about it yet, of like trying to capture more of a fast pace, like classic one of my videos, but with a bit of like aerial footage. But again, like I'll have to fly it, and you can't fly it and star in it as well, so it's a bit of a nightmare, but we're trying to do that as well. Obviously I've got some sunglasses to talk to you about tonight. I've made a little bit of a film, and I think I'm going to edit that this afternoon, because there's nothing really much going on today. I want to edit in a certain way, so I've got this little idea of my head of like selecting the sunglasses. So it's going to be like a little like roulette wheel, or like one of those like spinning game show things where it's like spins and then it lands on a certain thing. So it's quite fast to start off with. Different pairs of shades. I've got literally, I counted the other day, I think I've got like over 15 pairs of like cool, rock and roll, retro, vintagey, sunglasses. So that's cool. So I had plenty to choose from. So I've included them all in this little film, but I wanted to like a little ratchet wheel, I think that's what they're called. So I want to get that little noise and then finish on my new favorites, which I want to show you tonight, which is from a brand called Tens. Basically, when I was shooting with this Glaswegian brand, they actually had these sunglasses on the shoot, and it was the first time I've seen the brand, first time I've seen like physically the sunglasses, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, these are absolutely class. Tried them on, and then obviously I went across their Instagram, got talking to the brand, and I was like, oh, being on a shoot, you got some super cool shades, and they were generous enough, and I was lucky enough to get some from the brand, so I'll be talking about them tonight as well. And hopefully, as I say, I've not done the photos yet, but hopefully there'll be a little bit of a blog post you can go and check out. If not, you'll probably see the film on Instagram with all the shades. But yeah, so we've had a little bit of a catch up. First one of the year. I know I'm slightly late, but it's better being late than never. And we'll get talking about these shades. Don't know which ones to do first. I reckon I'll show you my little gifted shades from Tens. So they sent me two pairs. One of the pairs like I picked out, and these are the super cool ones I'll show you in a second. But I think they included these as well, because they must have seen Louisa across my Instagram, and they've basically picked these ones because I think they suit a style so much, and these are Louisa's shades, but I may as well show you them anyway. So the brand is super cool. So if you've never heard of the brand's owned by 2 photographers, and I think they're based in Scotland. But they shoot the campaigns and like obviously shoots worldwide, and they are some of the coolest films I've ever seen. So I was like, if you ever need a videographer, like I am here. But I think they've probably got a bloody amazing one. I don't know if it's themselves that do the shoots as their photographers, and they might be, you know, into the video as well. But like the videos online are just really, really, really cool. They might be a bit of like sort of like lack of colour, like Justin Lee Parry shoots, which he's done in LA. And it just, you capture the vibe, they capture the sun, they capture the warmth, they capture everything about the location, and they've got the shades, the sunglasses in as well. But yeah, these are really, really nice. So if they're owned by if this brand's owned by 2 photographers, what their little USP of selling point is like filter your world. So all of the glasses have like different lenses you can change them, so you can get the frames, you can pick the frames in like silver, gold, obviously different materials. But then the best bit about the whole entire brand, and I've never noticed this with sunglasses before, it's like the filter. It literally, when you wear a pair of their shades, it's literally like looking through some sort of like, you know, like Lightroom preset or Instagram filter. So these ones they give Louisa, and these are like a really, really cool orange shades. They come in a nice little dust bag, which have branded the brand's logo on the bottom there, which is TENS, and they're packaged up really, really cool in this sort of cylindrical yellow bright box, which is really, really cool. But these are the shades themselves. So these, again, they're a little bit too sort of retro-y for me, but you can see this unbelievable tinted yellow lens. I don't know if these suit me as much as the ones I actually asked for, but I think they look pretty cool, and like just like looking out through this lens, through this filter. Even Glasgow on a day like this is horrid and like completely raining, but through these glasses I'm like, you know what, it looks sort of decent out there. I might even take my jacket off. They're just the ultimate summer filter. So they're really, really nicely made, and they're all designed in Scotland. But yeah, the lenses are the best ones for these. They've got a couple of cool features across on the website where you can try the lens by like sort of dragging the filter across the screen, across a photograph, to see what it's like looking through their actual shades. So yeah, these are the ones Louisa got. They've got a little T. I don't know if that'll focus on the glasses there, but they've got a little T in the top right hand corner of the lens, which is really, really nice. And they're just very sort of understated, but like looking through them is the best. Like the filters on these glasses are amazing. So those are the ones obviously Louisa got, and I got these, the big lads. So mine came in a really, really nice little box as well, and it says filter your world, and it's got TENS. So they've got different sort of like mini campaigns, or different sort of like, I'm trying to think of the word where it's sort of the options you can have in like the mini campaign. So this is the Tropic High campaign. So you've got the inside of the box with all these like amazing backdrop of the palm trees, and then it comes itself in a little magnetic box. So the packaging's really, really nice. I think when you get a little bit of packaging nice, and when you've got like, you know, like your magnetic seal on your glasses, and like a really, really nice case with an embossed logo, it just like adds to the like effect and like the whole thing you get from buying these shades. So I think they range from about 85 to like 120. The ones I got were 95. And you know, they've got a nice little, sticky patch there, where, again with the logo on. But yeah, the case just folds out, and it's got a magnetic seal, all branded, all sorted, really, really nice. Again, they come in a nice little TENS dust bag, and it's got the little label there, the little logo on the side of the bag. And my Tropic High, the lenses I went for in a black frame. So basically these are a black frame. I think you had a black frame or you had a silver frame. I think some neighbours have got some big tunes on downstairs, so if you hear anything, we had a party last night as well, legends. But yeah, literally, I don't know if you can see this through there, but it goes from like an orangey sort of yellow vibe to blue, like a vibrant blue on the top. when you're walking around, just looking like around, so when you tilt your head up, down, you get this complete different filter. So the Tropic Highs are just absolutely legendary. So these are the ones, I think they didn't have this style of frame on the shoot, but they had the Tropic High lens with a different sort of, you know, framework to the glasses, which the model was wearing on the shoot. And I was like, right, these are legendary. Looked up and down, I was like, these glasses are absolutely sick. So I think they're the perfect summer shade. And just obviously because you're getting such a, obviously your normal landscapes, if you're looking, say, at the beach, you've got your yellow sand on the bottom, and then you've got your blue sky on the horizon on the top, and then this just adds to the effect. So that just like makes that blue sky look a little bit bluer, makes that sand look a little bit more golden. These glasses are absolutely legendary, and you don't really normally get like a double tinted glasses. I've not really seen that many, I don't really own that many. Normally mine are just pretty standard, but 10s absolutely smash the filters at the park. That's their go-to, that's their like USP, as I say, and it's just such a cool, you know, like different thing to have when you've got a sunglasses business. And they absolutely smash it. They've got a couple of nice, it was between these, the Tropic Highs, or they do a forest green lens, and the forest green lens just looks absolutely amazing. So I think it's definitely a sunglasses brand. First of all, I didn't know it was based in Scotland. Second of all, not really heard of, obviously, previous to being on this shoot. And then as soon as I saw their Instagram, like even just the models they used, the campaign style imagery, the lenses, just like everything to do with the brand is like quality, amazing, very, very good. So it was one of those brands not heard of, but now I highly recommend. Like super bloody cool, absolutely love these glasses. You can tell like they're a quality, they're like quite heavy glasses, very, very smooth, and they're a metal frame as well, they're not like plastic, or sort of get wood ones as well. But yeah, very nicely made, really comfortable as well. And just like, I think bloody super cool when you just like looking around. Imagine just a nice little beer, sitting down, green grass, blue sky, these shades on in the summer. I can't wait. So yeah, these are the ones I chose, and I think these are 95, and they're under the Tropic High. You can get the same lens, but then this is the best bit. If you like this lens, you can go for Tropic High. You go, oh, I love the lens, but I fancy the forest green. You've got the forest green, and they'll send the different lenses with the same frame. But in a completely different like Instagram filter type of you know, lens, which is absolutely epic. So yeah, highly recommend. If you've never checked 10s out, if you want to, you know, some cool sunglasses for the summer, go across online and check them out. Now I've got a couple of, you know, I've got a couple of designer frames, and I've got a couple of, you know, just the classic cheap ones I picked up. So as I say, I've been going to Edinburgh quite a lot, and I've been going vintage shopping. I found I found 2 of these glasses on the same day in different shops. But they're all from the same store, which is Armstrong's Vintage. It's like an emporium. They've got a couple of vintage shops in the centre of Edinburgh. I think there's 3. One though is quite a walk away. We went to the 3rd one, and I was like, bloody hell, it was freezing cold, and we walked for ages. And to be honest, it was sort of worth the walk because I got a pair of shades, but it's a lot smaller than the other 2 shops. But yeah, if you're ever in Edinburgh, you'll have to check out Armstrong's. It's a classic. You always get something absolutely amazing there. The vintage selection is unbelievable, and they do some cheap shades. So I got these ones. These are £6, and they've got a really cool black frame to them, and they've got a little bit of not a tint as in like 10s do, just a standard sort of like bluey black lens to them. But again, I think these look really, really cool. Like when I was filming last night, I had the same outfit on, but I had all these different glasses, and it just shows that glasses make such an impact when you're, you know, it's such an impact accessory to have when you're styling up an outfit. So some of them go and some of them don't go. I don't know if these go with this outfit. I think the next ones will because they're slightly browner. But these black ones, they're just super cool. They hide quite a lot of my face. That's what I like in any glasses. I normally go for the aviator style or sort of like a very 70s, you know, like frame. But these are really, really nice, and I think they're super cool. And for £6, how could you not? So I do like a cheap pair of sunglasses. These ones are exactly the same as these ones, which I found on the same day, and these are in a tortoiseshell. So these are like exactly the same frame, and they've got a brown sort of tinted lens, which again sort of gets darker towards the top and lighter towards the bottom, but there's no sort of massive difference. But I just loved the frame, like this little tortoiseshell effect around, and just the brown I just think look absolutely epic. So these are the same frame, but I think probably these glasses would go more with this outfit with a brown jacket than the black ones. But yeah, I just love a bloody cool pair of sunglasses. And Armstrongs have been coming up recently and giving me some really, really cool glasses for like £6. So yeah, I'd probably style these guys with this outfit. But yeah, for £6, how could I not just go, look, I'm definitely just going to have those. Because if you sit on them, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I still wouldn't want to sit on these guys. Because I just think they're super cool. I bloody love the shape, and they're very, very like 70s rock and roll classic. If you do my, you know, I think I should have like a bingo sheet. If I say retro, vintage, or 70s rock and roll, it should like tick, 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 tick. See if you're gonna see who can get house first. So I got those two guys from Armstrong's, and then on a different day, I got these guys. So those were like the same, obviously length. They might have had a few in stock of these, but they only had the one pair of these classic brown, again, tortoiseshell aviators. Very, very dark, you know, lens to them, and I think with this lens as well, it's quite hard to see my eyes, and I do love a pair of shades where you can't really see someone's eyes. So I could be looking anywhere, and I'll be like, all right, you can't see my eyes because they're quite reflective on the, you know, front. But again, tortoiseshell. Again, I'd probably choose a brown pair to go with this little outfit to match the jacket I'm wearing. But yeah, I just absolutely adore these. I think these will maybe like £7.50. So it just shows that I've got a few. I mean, I've got some Prada ones. Now looking back on it, I don't think I'd ever buy and spend that much on a pair of sunglasses again, because you can get a pair of shades which do equally the same job. Especially the Tens ones, they're very good with UV protection. They've got all the sort of you know, European guidelines of what sunglasses should protect you, like the grades, and they absolutely ace the grades. It said they're also pretty good handling the hangover. So if you're ever hungover, that's a statement on their website that they'll see you through. They'll see you through the day. But these guys, when you're buying a cheap pair, that's the only downside. So you don't know what the UV protection they offer are. So yeah, because I mean, you can get sunglasses tested. I saw a program ages ago, and we had loads of people go on holiday, and they were just like, "Oh, are you interested in like how much your sunglasses protect your eyes from UV?" And they had a machine there testing them, and like most of the cheap ones don't offer any protection, which is bad. But that's sometimes what it's more style over substance with these glasses. I mean, normally I walk around the flat in the dark with them, so really I don't really care about the UV, but if I was going on holiday and if I wanted to protect my eyes, I'd probably go for the Tens ones, because I know they've got all certificates and they're all like safety conscious in that way. So yeah, protect the eyes, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, for the more like, you know, fashion accessory, not really bothered about it. I wouldn't really wear them if I was going to be driving for hours and hours and hours. I wouldn't go for those. I'd go for a good sunglass. These little £6 throwaways, you get the style, you don't have to spend a massive amount of money. They're really, really cheap. You lose them, you sit on them, you break them. It's not the end of the world, you know what I mean? Normally when I take the Prada ones out, I always have like a case. I'm always quite worried. It's like really what you want with a pair of sunglasses. You just want to throw them in your pocket. But I always try, and I don't really want to get them scratched, but obviously some are worse than others of being scratched. But yeah, for cheap, you know, reliable sunglasses and just getting that little cool factor, go vintage shopping, 100%. Or if you fancy something more cool, and if you fancy, you know, protecting the eyes, getting a nice little summer frame, getting that like unbelievable color lens, check out Tens. But yeah, I thought I want to hop on YouTube with something, and because it's been so bloody long, so I thought sunglasses, you know, February, peak time for wearing sunglasses in Scotland. I thought I'd do that little video. So I've got, what else have I got? I think I might be in London. It's London Fashion Week next week, and yesterday I sorted out a shoot, and I still can't quite believe it, but I think it's happening. It could be an absolutely class one. So basically going down, probably going to break even on the old, you know, cash as well, because we're literally, we're having a nightmare up in Scotland, like, I'm not gonna lie, but cash wise and food wise, but it's all part of the fun. But I want to go down, I want to ace this video, because I think it could lead to other things, and like that's what I love with video, especially when it's such a bloody cool brand. So I want to keep it top secret for now, but I'm in London hopefully next week for the start of Fashion Week, doing a little bit of filming. So that'll be super cool, and I'm really, really looking forward to it if the shoot goes to plan, which I think it will. And I just want to do a really, really good, you know, film. And I bought loads of cool like vintage plugins. I mean, this is a little bit too down the old video line. You're like, what's a plug-in? It's like filters, but like for a good program, and that's what I edit. So I think this year I want to do vintage. I think this is what I bloody love. So I'm going to stick to what I know, stick to what I love, vintage it all up, and just do some like cool 70s, 60s, bloody cool videos with all the vintage and like, you know, that style and like old footage and like everything. That's what I bloody love. That's what I like in videos. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I want to focus on. We've got some cool things planned. Hopefully I want to make a conscious effort to do more blogs, because I've had my blog for bloody years. I love my blog. It's given me loads of opportunities. I've met loads of pals through it as well. So I want to carry on doing that this year. So I'll be back definitely for another YouTube when I've got something exciting to talk about. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, have a little subscribe, have a look through my previous videos. We've got rock and roll, we've got leather biker jackets, we've got jewelry, we've got rings, we've got literally everything. So sunglasses, I don't think I've ever done sunglasses. I might do like a huge one with all my sunglasses and tell you if you enjoy this one. But yeah, this is what you normally get on this channel. If you like it, subscribe, hit the like button, it all adds up. I hope you all had a really good start to year, and stick around for more YouTube. See you later and enjoy the weekend.